Hi guys, it's Ray. We are continuing the 3-day series that I started. This is day 3. This is going to be the full wrap water slide of that turtle image we picked. So I'm going to print it on my Koala No Need spray in matte white. You can tell which side of the paper is which one is actually whiter than the other. I don't think the camera's going to pick it up, but I can tell, so I'm going to bring it down and I'm going to load it into my printer. Sorry, I'm holding the camera in my hand, so I'm going to come up and go to print. And I've been finding this works best on just plain paper, and I'm printing it as my standard vivid setting. Seems to be working well. I'm still learning this printer, so. This is the printer, and you'll see how fast it prints. This is just the cheapest Eco Tank Walmart had. I bought the cheapest only because it was what they had in stock. So, but this is how quick it prints. It's been working great for me so far for a $200 printer. I am more than pleased. And there's my image already ready to go. So, but look how cute it is. So we're going to get it over, get it trimmed, and get it on a cup. Okay, so today we're going to do the full wrap of the 3-part series. I have my image trimmed down. You saw the whole setup process and printing process if you watched Friday's video. So, at least hopefully it was Friday's video on my schedule. My water's a little bit warm, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and soak my image. Whoa. I suspect it's going to release quite quickly off of warm. I have a cup that I spray painted in Coral Rust-Oleum just for something different, because I'm going to have a little bit of the top showing and a little bit of the bottom showing, and of course the very bottom. So I thought I'd do coral and then a little cheat over top for some sparkle. So let's see if I'm ready. I find with this brand that I have to kind of pull it a little bit to get it started. Which is fine. Try and drop that below the cup. There we go. This is one of those I could really use a third hand type projects. Okay. I'm gonna try and keep the cup damp. I'm going to try and keep everything a little bit damp. My squeegee tool, my cup, my backing. This mat dries really super quick on top. And I feel like I'm already walking up the cup some. So I do want to adjust that before I get too far. about to just take the whole thing off. Because I do believe this one is going to be seamless. So I'm hoping I can keep it seamless. Or fairly close to seamless anyways, depending on how I trimmed it. So it's a little bit off, and that's basically due to the size I printed it at. I printed it a tiny bit too big, but it's on there. So now I'm going to try and smooth out any wrinkles. Did you see me do that again? Every time I get to the bottom, I rip one. I get a little heavy-handed. I'm thinking about pulling out my paper trimmer, or no, not my paper trimmer, my edge trimmer to even them up. But I'm going to try and unroll this little piece and see if I can't get it placed properly back in here. I should be able to. It'll dry, and then my cheat glitter will smooth it back in. That's part of why I went with the coral, because I figured there was such a corally color that it would maybe maybe blend it if I tore it. But that was my only little tear spot that I can't even find right now. Oh, here it was. I had to look really hard to find that. So I don't think I want to run my edge trimmer. I think I'm just going to grab my X-Acto knife and just even it up a little bit that way. So there, I feel like that's a little more even an edge. So I'm gonna let and sit this dry. I'm gonna sit and let this dry. Not let and sit this dry. Because I want it thoroughly dry. And then I will be back in for the epoxy. Okay, this one is now dry and ready for its next coat. I decided I'm going to put a touch of rose in this one. And I did just coat a cup with touch of violet. So I might have a little bit of violet on my glove, but I don't really feel like changing gloves again. So I'm just going to do a little bit. This is Diamond Dust from It's Pretty Personal. You know, I can't help myself. I like to put it in everything. Just cleaning the bulk of it off the applicator onto the cup, rather than wasting it. Now I'll finish cleaning my tool shortly. And this one's just going to be a fairly thin coat. It will get 2 more clear coats after this, but they won't have any additive or anything else. But I think it's cute. I like that I went with the coral. I like the touch of rose on it, so I'm happy. I will be back. Okay, here is this one essentially done. It needs a little light sanding. I had a couple bubbles that I didn't get with the torch, but I will just buff those out and then get one final clear coat over it. I don't even know that I really have to sand them much. They're like flat where they popped, but I think it's super cute. See, like that one I need to sand off. But that, you just take a fine grit sandpaper and just go over it, wipe it off, rinse it off, make sure there's no debris on it, and then go ahead and coat it. So that is it for this one, the full wrap from the tutorial, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.